Let's go. How's it going today, guys? Today, I just want to go over, like, all of my favorite drift builds so far in this game. I've been playing CarX Street a lot lately, and I figured, you know, so with me live streaming on here, I might as well just go ahead and drop a build video of the different builds that I've done. So this here is the Supra. I'm going to go into the tuning shop here just so you can see what all I've done to it. But let me show you here. So here we have, let's just go over the engine. I have everything, I think, pretty much on this car ultimate, but we'll go through it here and break it down. So I have the ECU, we have the turbocharger 4, we have the high performance camshaft, the best intake you can possibly have, because why not? Best injectors, of course, best cylinder head, and the best engine block. Exhaust manifold as well, and just regular old exhaust. So we have this baby tuned up. Now let me show you what we have done here. We have maxed this motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? If you can't have all the boost, why is it fucking there? So I don't know. Let's go here. Let's check out the transmission. I have not done anything to the gearings on this car, just because your boy doesn't like messing with the gearing and the transmission. They made the transmission from the factory. Usually it's pretty good. Most people don't complain about the super transmission, so it is what it is. Now I do have the diff lock here on 0.8, and that's just so I can enter in with the way that I drift and style pretty easily. Usually I have this turned up to 195. I'm not sure why I don't own this car, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's check out. I do have it, the clutch maxed out, differential maxed out, transmission absolutely clapped. You know what I'm saying? Rear wheel drive, gotta have it to drift. Let's check out the body here. I have the stock body on. I have not body swapped this car. I could go ahead and do that now, but I haven't drifted with it. I don't have the weight reduction all the way. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and take care of that really quickly. Let's body swap it as well. It's gonna make this car a lot lighter. Holy smokes. And I bet you this is gonna be really fun to drift. We don't really need this aerodynamics to drift. It's not doing much for us in the drifting, but if we were going to race it, sure, we should probably do that. Let's check out the suspension, because this is probably arguably the most important part to drifting in this game. Don't even have the most, you know, maxed out camber arms on it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, when you do that, it does reset your suspension settings for camber and caster, Ackerman, steering angle, so we're gonna have to go in and fix that, but that's okay because I'm gonna show you guys anyway. We do have front roll bars on this. We also have the rear. That's a debatable topic. A lot of people don't like to run any sway bar in the rear when they're drifting in this game, and that's just because it keeps that back end loose. For me personally, I get too squirrely with it and I kick out, so that's why I run one. Now I do have the brakes upgraded on this. That is something that either you can do or you don't have to do. It's completely your choice. I just do it because why not? We're maxing everything else out. Why not just spend the money on the brakes? We have the ultimate coilovers, or the coils, and the ultimate dampeners as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual settings here of the suspension on the Supra. We have it pretty low in the front. You know, it's low for this car, absolutely. Stiffness in the front, that's mainly what you're going to want on some drift builds. You're going to want that stiffness in the front, so that way you can keep traction, so you can, you know, control your car in the front. Your steering is, you know, you point that's where you're going to go. Your back end wants to follow that. I keep it all the way up. You don't have to do that. You can, you know, you can go a click back there, or, you know, maybe even 2, and you're going to be fine. Again, that's going to be personal preference. Let's set this camber because, you know, it was set. But again, like I said, when you upgrade parts, it does reset it. I usually put it here. That's what looks good to me. I turn up the caster. I don't turn it all the way up because it's noticeably a little bit harder. The car kind of does what it wants sometimes when you have these settings maxed out. If you turn your Ackerman all the way this way, it's going to be almost like an easy drift mode. You don't have to turn it all the way that way if you want a little bit of a challenge, but it also is going to help your steering angle. So that's why I do it, and it helps me personally keep control of the car. I'm going to tell you, I'm not the greatest drifter in this game. I've enjoyed learning it and just doing it. Honestly, it's just fun. So I can't do it in real life. I have a Mark IV GTI, and that is front wheel drive. So your boy can't drift that. And this is pretty fun to do. So, but let's see. Let's check out the front dampeners here. We have them turned down. We could probably turn them up a little bit more if we want to, but I like the way it feels right here. And usually I don't go. I go a little bit less than the on the slow than I do the fast, just because I don't know. It has felt right to me. And I mean, if you read these descriptions that they put here in these boxes, I mean, you're gonna kind of see, you know, and read here and just get the information, because whatever it's telling you is what it's gonna do, man. Just adjust it to what you need. But this, I have found that this works best for me. Again, people with the brakes, if you upgrade your brakes, you're gonna have more braking force that you can use. I just like it, have it turning all the way up, so I don't have to sit there and jam this trigger when I'm hitting the brakes. So I can just very lightly, I mean, just ever so slightly tap it, and I have enough brake to either kick out my back end or regain control of the car or slow down or, you know, do what I need to do to get around that turn. Let's take a look here at the rear. I do have the rear slammed, as you can absolutely see. It could be a little lower, but I like the way it sits and the way it handles now, so I'm going to leave it alone. But spring stiffness in the back on a drift car. You want that bitch squishy. You want a squishy, man. You want to be able to kick it sideways. I don't know. You can turn it up. Your car's just going to feel very stiff, and you'll see why. I do have the roll bar turned up just a little bit. I could turn it down. It's okay. I like the way this car handles with a little bit of roll bar. So now camber, I did leave it the way it is, because in the back on drift cars, a little camber is not bad, but you don't want an aggressive amount of camber. You're losing grip contact with your tires, so your tires are not going to have much grip. What you say, Mike? MK, aren't you drifting? You don't really need grip in the rear. You do, but you don't. You know, if you've been playing a little bit of drift games for a while, you know you do, but you don't. So I like to leave it about there. Wheel toe, why not? Just because, you know, it helps with the stability of the car at high speed. So give it a little toe. Why the hell not? Now for the rear dampeners, I have left them. You know, I've turned them down because I want that soft suspension. You know, we got our springs soft. We want our dampeners soft. That way the car, you know, it can kick out a little bit. It has that maneuverability that it needs in the rear to get the car sideways and get those angles. So that's what we've got going on here. Now, as far as wheels, let's get over there. As far as wheels go for this game, from what I've done research on the internet here, is that the bigger the wheel, the faster the car is in this game. I mean, it's kind of like that in real life, but I mean, there's different variables for that. So, I have 20s on this one. My other cars, usually I run 22s, but this car just looks great the way it is, and I'm going to leave it like this. Usually I do run the ultimate spacers just because you can get your fitment dialed in a little bit better. You can actually adjust the offset and bring the wheels in or out, depending on, you know, your body kit. This car doesn't have a crazy aggressive body kit on it, so yeah, I don't really have it set up like that. Now, I do have racing tires on this bitch. Usually I do the stretches just because they look funny and it makes me laugh while I'm drifting, but the racing ones do make it look nice, and you can go a lower profile racing, so you don't have to look like you got rubber bands on there, but you still got rubber bands. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the fitment, because in this game you will see your wheels come through your fenders if your car is not properly set up to look and handle the body kit. It's just going to come right through. It's going to glitch right through. So, all right. So that wraps up the Super there. Let's take a look at the S18. All right. So for the S18 here, I have actually LS swapped it. So It's very fast. It does exactly what I need to do whenever I put some gas into it. So let's check out the motor. I do not have this bitch all the way upgraded. I want to say that because it is very expensive to upgrade the LS. So I do have the best ECU on it so that I can get all the boost that I can out of it. Like look at this turbo kit. Oh my gosh, 105. I'm pretty close. I would do this. I just need to do a couple more elite races, get some S, and we'll be all right. Camshaft, best money can buy. Again, I'm not going to spend my S on this quite yet. I'm just still saving up because I've been building other cars along the line. You know, you don't want to spend all your S in one spot. I do have the injectors, the racing. I have the racing cylinder head here, the racing engine block, the racing exhaust manifold, and the racing exhaust. So that pretty much does what I needed to do, especially right now. I mean, it's got 657 horsepower, so it really does the job. So I'll drive this one around just a second here, but let me show you the suspension just so you can see I have it set up. I have it set up very similar to the Super. You're going to find that all of my drift cars are set up very similarly just because I know that works for me. You guys will have to do a little bit of experimenting to find out what works for you. But these are just some great kind of like starter areas to check out and see maybe if it works for you. If it doesn't, you know, it doesn't. If it does, awesome. I'm glad that this worked out for you. I'm glad I could help. Now on this, I do have, like I was telling you, I got the best, I think, of everything here that I can get. Some stuff I do have prototype on other cars, but for this car, I just haven't done that, and I haven't driven around the map a lot to collect all the blueprints. Just it's not something I do. I've been focusing really just on the races, getting the money from the elite races for the S so that I can do more engine swaps and put in the high quality ultimate parts. So let's go back here. Let's check out the wheels. Like I told you guys, I usually run the ultimate wheel spacers here, and I do have 22s on this car, 265s, and then on the back I'm running the 345s. Gotta have those big boys on there, you know what I'm saying? Fat in the back. All right, let's go to the next car. I don't want to waste too much time. I spent a lot of time on that first car, but I wanted to go in a little bit of detail on the suspension for you guys. I'll drive this just a second. I am in automatic mode. You know, she goes sideways. She does what I needed to do. I can literally start out in third gear here and just, you know, get where I need to go fairly easily. We had a little bit of a sidewalk there, but you guys get the idea. Alright, let's switch it up here. Let's go ahead and check out the Dodge Charger here. As some of you like to call it, the Hell Kitty. I like this car for drifting. For some reason, it just does great. I mean, you can third gear, fourth gear, whatever you need, this car's got it. It's gonna give you aggressive angles. This one is also an expensive car to upgrade with S when you get those ultimate parts, especially the turbo kit, I believe, is very expensive. Let's go ahead and check it out in the tuning shop and just see what we got. Alright, we do have the ultimate ECU, ultimate turbo kit, ultimate cam, ultimate intake, ultimate fuel system, the prototype head. Let's go, because I did manage to get that from some elite races. I pulled it out of a pack. Engine block ultimate, exhaust manifold ultimate, exhaust ultimate. You know what I'm saying? This bitch is as best as it can go with the original motor in it. So, I mean, I could sit here and collect prototypes, but it's going to take a little bit of grinding and driving around the map and finding these vehicles. 825 horsepower. One thing that I did do with this car, or haven't done yet, that I need to do is swap the body so that it's a lot lighter, because this bitch is heavy. But I won't lie, the heaviness for this car is very much an advantage because of the power it has. So that back end, I mean, it's nice. It swings where you need it to because it is heavy. So I don't know, I might not do that because it is going to bump the car way up in the classes. And it's just not, I'm just not gaining any more horsepower. It's just dropping weight. It's going to be a lot faster, about 7 miles an hour faster up top there, but I don't know. Now we can distribute the weight too a little bit more when we do the body swap, but it's just not something I'm ready to spend the S on yet. I do have the weight reduction on Elite. I could go ahead and buy this, but again, I'm not wasting the S on it quite yet. Aerodynamics kit, I do have the prototype installed just because I pulled it out of a pack, so why not? It was free. And I got the Elite arrow on the back. Again, you don't need the arrows for drifting, but you do need the R points up there in the classes to get into certain races. So keep that in mind if you're having trouble struggling and you've customized your car to the best that it can go. You can throw some arrows on it and it'll get you a couple points. So like, look at this, from stock it's 57 points, so why not throw it on there to get you where you need to go. All right, from there I think we're gonna go ahead and swap cars. Let's go ahead and go into the R86, which is the Toyota 86, the Scion FRS, the BRZ. It's got 3 different names there, but let's check it out. This one I have from the club races. I unlocked this through the club races, so I haven't actually bought one of these to do myself. It just has the livery on it, and I like the livery, whatever, however you guys say it. Let me know in the comments. But I like the livery that it has on here, so I do have these goofy wheels on it. I just threw them on there as a joke. These disc wheels, they crack me up. When I see them in real life, they look interesting. Everybody's got their own style, so it's just one of those things. I'll slide it around here for a second and show you, but I'll go into the build details a little bit. You can kind of see this is a much slower car, so again, it doesn't have the horsepower, but it drifts very well for, I would say, probably the weight to power ratio. And I have done a lot. I actually completed all 40 Elite races in I believe it's the C4 class that it's in right now with this car. So very good. It does the job. It does what you need it to. So I like it. I like this car. I like it a lot. I drive it a good bit. Let's see here. Let's move on. Actually, let me go into the tuning shop. Let me show you. Let me slow down. Let me show you all the suspension really quick, just so you can see that I do like I do. I do about the same thing on all of my cars. Oh, I don't even have the Ultimate on there yet. Again, like I said, everything that is Ultimate costs S. So it's just one of those things you got to grind to get. Money comes easy in this game. You can drift around with your buddies for 3 minutes and get $1,500 in this game. So money is very plentiful. It's the S that you gotta grind for here. So this is the suspension setup. I'll just scroll here through it really quickly, show you guys, and we'll be moving on to the next car. But yeah, again, you can see I set them all up relatively the same. Again, it's comfortable for me. It works for me. I know what I like now that I've played this game a good bit. So yeah, let's move on to the next car here. Now this is the RX-7 that I did get from the club races. I do have one that I bought. I just haven't done much to it yet. This car in this game sounds insane. I mean, listen to it. It's just straight Doritos. Yes, sir. It just sounds crazy. And it has great maneuverability. I mean, it's an RX-7, brother. It does what it needs to do. You can drift it third, second, whatever you need. It's got the speed, it's got the power, it's light, it's got crazy parts. I mean, you can get good angle with this. Whatever you need to do with the RX-7, you're gonna have fun doing it. And it's gonna sound great too. It's gonna sound like some Doritos. Nice. I really enjoy that car. All right, let me show you the suspension really quickly, just to show you it's set up. Again, I think you guys are kind of getting the idea that I set up relatively all my cars the same suspension-wise. Now, this car I do have prototype parts for the control arms, and again, that's going to get you the best aggressive angle, Ackerman, everything. So, this car, check this out. Nice and stiff in the front. little bit of toe, maximum steering angle I can possibly get. Again, I'd keep the dampeners relatively close to, the right side there, but not all the way up. I don't need that much. Braking force, I like it. I do an 85. If I can, I do a 90 ratio. But most of the time it's 85 on the front brakes, and it works good for me because I know if I tap my brakes, my back end's going to kick out. So, and then if I need to extend the drift, I just tap the e-brake and I can do that. So, but yeah, there's the suspension on the RX-7 there. Let's go into the M39. This has been my ultimate favorite drift car. I love it. I love this car. I love wagons. I love hatches, bro. I'm a GTI guy. That's what I do. I love hatchbacks. I love wagons. This is just... Look at this big bitch. Look at it go, bro. It's so nice. I mean, it does great. Third, second. It's a BMW, and it has a V8 in it. It's got the V8, boys. What more could you want? It slides, it glides, it does what you need it to do. Look at that. I know I'm not giving the best examples here, but if I went over to the old usual drift spot right over here, we'd be zooming around. We'd be zooming around the track. Absolutely flying. Let me go ahead and do a lap, and then I think we're gonna go ahead and get ready to end this one off, guys. Let me know what you think. If you guys like the advice for some of these drift builds. If you guys think I'm terrible, that's okay. Let me know down there too. YouTube still pushes the content whether it's negative or not. So, hey, I'll take it. But no, let me know what you think. If you want to try some of those out, do it. Let me know. Put it in the comments if you try it out and what you think. And I hope it helps just a little bit, especially if you're brand new at the game and you just need a little bit of help starting out. Hopefully, it has showed you that it is possible to drift in this game. I mean, look at it. Some people say they hated this game, and that's because they just hadn't had a good setup car. They couldn't drift. They didn't like it. They didn't want to keep trying it because they couldn't figure it out. So I just wanted to offer a little bit of help here on some of that. Like, I mean, look at this guy. He's absolutely gliding here. And he's a big boy. He's a big boy, Alright guys, let me get back up here, and I think we're going to go ahead and end this one off. This will be my first actual upload in this style of YouTube video, so I just want to thank you for being here, and hopefully I can catch you guys on one of my lives. I don't have a good set schedule yet for that. I used to, and unfortunately I was, it was taking up too much of my time, and I wasn't getting stuff done I needed to do at home, and so we had to take a little break. We took about a 4-month hiatus, so I'm back now. I'll probably be streaming maybe once or twice a week. I'm not sure which days I'm gonna do yet. It might be during the day streams, it might be an at night stream, it might be a random 3 a.m. stream like it was for me today. So but I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, like, share.